No other tweet, in my opinion, captures the feeling of 76er fans, such as ourselves, after witnessing 129-100 loss against the Brooklyn Nets back on Thursday. Of all the Sixers games they never win, this is near the top. Bloodthirsty crowd, Steph Curry revenge game, probably a big deal bell ringer. If there was ever a game to win, convincing people things have changed, tonight is the night. Now, mind you, this joint was made at 12:56 p.m. before the game even started. So let's go down the list. Bloodthirsty crowd, check. Steph Curry revenge game, check. Probably a big bell ringer, Dr. J, check. And of course, what do? They wet the bed. The 76ers team hasn't changed, and it is annoying as hell. Now, before we get to the actual video, I'm not going to overreact and act like the season is done or that we do not have a chance, a real contender shot to win the championship. But like, I'm definitely annoyed by the way that this team came out flat and just allowed themselves to get embarrassed. A big game, a big matchup on TNT for the whole world to see. That game really meant something to the fans, bro. Like you cannot lose that game by 29 points when Ben comes back into the building as smug as ever. I can understand, honestly, no. First off, no. You don't lose that game, period. But if you do, whatever. You lose by 5 points, under 10 points, a good matchup. You know, obviously you're playing KD and Kyrie, two of the best basketball savants in the game currently, right? I can respect a close loss, but to lose in that fashion by 29 points, to come out and act like you don't care, that's ridiculous. That is crazy. What it says to me is that team, the Sixers, they're still punks. We still cannot handle the big moment, and I'm honestly pissed. Even after 2 days. Yeah, I already know we already have the whole next game against Orlando coming up today. But that joint got me mad, bro. That joint got me frustrated. The two people that I want to blame or hand majority of that loss to against the Nets was one, Glenn Rivers and Harden. For the latter, obviously, Bulls ain't always going to play in a superstar fashion. Everyone is entitled to a horrible night. But damn, Beard, that was not good. Now we already know, the Bulls sometimes has, poor shooting performances. Can't get mad at that per se. It is what it is, but no pride, bro, against your former team, bro. I did like his aggressiveness coming out the start of the game, driving to the hoop, but you got to step up, man. You got to step up. And then the former Glenn, sorry, I keep calling him Doc. His name isn't Doc. His name is Glenn, because he has proven once again, bars, that he has no adjustment skills. What the hell? The offense was stagnant as hell, man. You could see it from jump. We was getting no passes, no offensive flow, nor production. And what happens in the third quarter when we come back out? The same thing. Nothing had changed. We're still doing those ISO plays. Defensively, allowing drop coverages, allowing KD and Kyrie to get whatever they wanted. So if anything, I'm blaming the coach to not having his team prepared for this monumental matchup, bro. No excuses. The Nets exposed the Sixers for who they are, and they honestly exploited their biggest weakness, which is the ISO ball. Like I said prior, everything runs through the two ISO balls. Obviously, Embiid is going to get his in the post, but the rest of the offense flows through Harden, which, it should. Now, obviously, there's no perfect team, but on nights when somebody is off, the odds are the team isn't going to play well. Now, obviously, I would take that in the grand scheme of things, because when you're playing playoff basketball, right, you obviously want the best talent available. And if you are playing ISO ball with, Joel Embiid and James Harden, two of the greatest, basketball players in the league right now, you take your risks. And I don't have a problem with that. But on the flip side, you can definitely have nights like we did on Thursday. KD and Kyrie gave a master class of leadership on the Nets end, bro. They came here, did what they had to do, and punched us in the actual mouth from jump. Like we was down at like me and my boys was me and my guys were down at Xfinity with the whole Philly fandom, bro. And no cap, by the middle of the second quarter, dog, I knew it was done. KD was in his bag. Like, he was not finna lose that game. Kyrie just playing smooth, leading his team to victory, dog. And it's like, yo, once again, you cannot go out like that in a game that means that much to the city, bro. The process has definitely left this team with an aura of being losers. And that's the most frustrating part. The process has yielded, like I said before, these two offensive behemoths for the city. But you cannot go out like that. A 29 blowout after all the Ish Bulls was talking. And at the very least, and probably the most important piece out of all of this is honestly, I think this gave Ben his confidence back moving forward, which is something that he was never going to have again. Out of the way he just left punked, almost ruined his brand, bro, off of being a whole nut. And we just let him get that confidence back. Not even just that, but now the whole aura around booing Ben has shifted and changed. No one is going to sympathize with Philly fans no more over Ben, at least not publicly. The team took that from us, bro. What are y'all doing? That might be the most damaging thing, bro, because we already knew Ben was scared. Obviously, I would too. After saying, F the organization, F my teammates, F the fans, bro. And we let this boy get his confidence back. I'm not even playing the game. I'm on the bench supporting my squad. Ball out. Massacre the same team in their building, bruh. KD and Kyrie was in his ear the whole game saying, yo, see, you didn't even need to be in Philly, bruh. Ben ate that joint up. That's crazy. We definitely done gave Ben Simmons his confidence back, bro. I'm so disappointed in this team, dog. Now, obviously, once again, it's still a regular season game, right? Yada, yada, yada. You really can't look too much deep into it. But nah, bro, that's a bad joint, dog. That's a bad joint. So nothing has changed. The honeymoon phase is over. Maybe this was needed, in some sick, twisted, dark fantasy world. This was needed for the Sixers to regroup. But nah, dog. 29 points at home, dog. Nah, dog. And I'm not condoning it. The Sixers need to grow up and become championship minded. Orlando at 6 p.m. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.